Well, welcome back from the holidays. I'm glad you showed up today because we're going to do part 2 of our Quadration series. We're going to cover ages 10 through 19. So grab your deck of cards and your Advanced Oracle Workbook, get your place ready to work, maybe a cup of coffee, and let's get started. Picking up where we last left off, we were at age 9 in the life spread, which means we should have a 4 of hearts as our top card. And on the bottom, the King of Spades. Flip your Advanced Oracle Workbook over to age 10. Do you remember how we start? Flip your deck so that you can't see the card. Take the top 3 cards to form a pile for hearts. The next 3 cards will form a pile for clubs. The next top 3 cards will form a pile for diamonds. And the next top 3 cards will form a pile for spades. You'll continue to take the top 3 cards in the order that they come in and put them on top of each pile. So 3 cards for hearts, 3 cards for clubs, 3 cards for diamonds, and 3 cards for spades. You'll continue to do this in order in each pile until you are left with only 4 cards. The top card goes to hearts, the next to clubs, then the third one will go to diamonds, and the last card will go to spades. Pick up your hearts pile, place your clubs on top of your hearts, your diamonds on top of your clubs, and your spades on top of your diamonds. Do you remember that we have one more step? Take only the top card and place it on the table for a pile of hearts. The next top card will go for clubs, 1 card only for diamonds, and 1 card only for spades. You'll continue to give each pile 1 card only from the top of the deck in order until you run out of cards. One per pile. Hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades. Hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades. Lastly, you'll pick up your hearts pile, place your clubs on top of hearts, diamonds go on top of clubs, and spades on top of diamonds. Now we're ready to lay out our life spread for age 10. If I've done my quadration properly, I should see a 10 of spades here, and I do. So that will end up in my Mercury position. So we're doing our Mercury row. The Venus column will be the Ace of Clubs. The Mars column in the Mercury row will end up being the Queen of Hearts at age 10. Jupiter position in the Mercury row will be a 5 of Hearts. The Saturn position will be an 8 of Hearts. Uranus will be a 2 of Clubs. And the Neptune position in the Mercury row will be an Ace of Diamonds at age 10. Moving down, we go into our Venus row, and the Mercury position is a 2 of Diamonds. Venus will be a 7 of Diamonds. Mars will be a 3 of Clubs. Jack of Hearts will always be in your Jupiter position in your Venus line. Saturn is a 4 of Clubs. Uranus will be a Queen of Clubs, and the Neptune position in the Venus line will be a 2 of Hearts. Let's move down over to the Mars row. We're going to go back to the Mercury column with a 3 of Hearts. Venus will be a King of Clubs. Mars an Ace of Spades. Jupiter will be a 7 of Hearts. Saturn is a 10 of Clubs. Uranus a Jack of Clubs. And Neptune will be an 8 of Clubs. Remember that the Mars row Neptune position will always be an 8 of Clubs, just like the Jack of Hearts will always be in the Jupiter position of the Venus line. Let's move down to Jupiter. Mercury position is a 6 of Hearts. Venus 5 of Spades. Mars 5 of Diamonds. Jupiter 9 of Clubs. Saturn 7 of Clubs. Uranus 4 of Hearts. And Neptune 4 of Spades. Moving down to Saturn, Mercury, King of Hearts. Then a 7 of Spades. 2 of Spades. 3 of Diamonds. 9 of Hearts, Jack of Diamonds, and a 6 of Spades. Moving down into our Uranus row, in our Neptune line, we'll have the 6 of Diamonds. I'm sorry, this is the Uranus line. And our Mercury spot is a 6 of Diamonds, and Venus is a 9 of Diamonds. Mars is a 9 of Spades. Jupiter, 8 of Spades. Saturn, Ace of Hearts. Uranus will be an 8 of diamonds, and the Neptune position in the Uranus row will be a Queen of diamonds at age 10. Moving down to our Neptune row in the Mercury position is a 4 of diamonds, followed by a King of diamonds, a Queen of spades, a 6 of clubs, a Jack of spades, a 10 of diamonds, and in the Neptune position at age 10 is a 5 of clubs. Moving back up to the crown line in our Mars column will be the 10 of hearts. In the Jupiter column will be the 3 of spades, and lastly in the Saturn column, as always in the crown line, you'll find the King of spades, and that's age 10. Let's go ahead and flip our books from age 10 to age 11. Do you remember how to pick the cards up? You're going to start at your Mercury position and slide the Venus card on top, the Mars card on top, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. We're going to move down a row and pick it up in the same order we put it down. So we move back to that Mercury spot, and the card to the left goes on top of the deck. Down to the right, card to the left goes on top. And you'll complete this in the same order you put it down. Uranus line, pick up the Neptune line, and then up to the crown line the same way we put them down. All right, let's quadrate for age 11. Same process, guys. We're going to take the top 3 cards for hearts, the next top 3 cards for clubs, the next top 3 cards for diamonds, the next top 3 will go for spades. And you'll continue to take just the top 3 cards in the order they come and place them right on top of each pile, just like so. Okay, until you're left with 4 cards. Top one goes to hearts, next to clubs, diamonds, and spades. Picking up the hearts pile, clubs on top, diamonds on top, spades on top. That would be an easy way to make a mistake there if those cards would have fallen out of my hand. All right, now we've got one more step in the process, and that's a single card per pile. 4 piles, 1 card per pile until you run out of cards. I hope y'all had a great Christmas. I did. I got to spend it with my family here in Chicago, and we had a nice big meal. I did not overeat. I watched my sweets and felt good the next day. So I hope you all had a wonderful holiday, whatever you celebrate. Maybe you didn't have to work. Maybe you did. I don't know, but I hope it was good for you. All right, we're going to take that hearts pile, put the clubs on top, diamonds on top of clubs, and spades on top. Now, if I've done this right, for age 11, I should find a Queen of Hearts right here. And we do. So we're going to go back to our Mercury row. In a Mercury column is Queen of Hearts. Venus will be the 2 of hearts. Mars, 9 of clubs. 5 of clubs will go to Jupiter. 7 of hearts and Saturn. King of hearts and Uranus, or Uranus. It's up to you guys how you want to say it. Uranus, Uranus. It's really up to you. And then Ace of hearts will go in your Neptune position of your Mercury row. Down to Venus, you'll have an Ace of diamonds, 9 of hearts, King of diamonds, Jack of hearts, 6 of hearts, 10 of diamonds, and an Ace of clubs will finish off our Venus row in our Neptune column. Going down to our Mars row in our Mercury spot is a Queen of clubs. In the Mars row Venus spot, 8 of diamonds, 8 of spades is what that is. And then in the Mars position, 2 of clubs, Jupiter, Ace of spades, Saturn, 4 of spades, Uranus, 10 of hearts, and Neptune always will be the 8 of clubs in the Mars line. Moving down into the Jupiter line Mercury position, we've got a 3 of diamonds. Jupiter line Venus is a 4 of diamonds. Jupiter line Mars, 3 of clubs. Jupiter line Jupiter card in the column is a 6 of diamonds. Jupiter Saturn, Jack of spades. Jupiter Uranus, 10 of spades, and Jupiter Neptune will be a 4 of hearts. Let's move down to Saturn row. In the Mercury position, you'll have a 9 of spades. In Venus, an 8 of hearts. Mars, King of clubs. Jupiter, Queen of diamonds. Saturn, 7 of diamonds. Uranus, Jack of clubs, and Neptune will be a 2 of spades. Moving down into our Uranus row, in the Mercury position is a 3 of spades, then a 5 of diamonds, 6 of spades, 6 of clubs, 3 of hearts, 7 of clubs, and finally a 9 of diamonds. Let's finish off our Neptune Mercury position. We've got a 5 of hearts, then a 7 of spades, 8 of diamonds, 2 of diamonds, 10 of clubs, Queen of spades, and finishing off that Neptune position at age 11 is a 4 of clubs. That brings us back up to our crown line, guys. We're going to find a 5 of spades, a Jack of diamonds, and of course the King of spades. Grab your Advanced Oracle Workbook, flip it over to age 12. Go to your Mercury position and pick your cards up. Again, we're going to take the card to the left and slide it on top, move down a row and over to the right. Do y'all have New Year's plans? I wonder. I do not. I think I'm just going to do a nice meal, and if I can make it to midnight, have a glass of champagne. Just wondering what you guys are up to for the holidays, or how your holidays went. Drop a comment below. Let me know. I'm genuinely curious how y'all spent your time off, if you had it, because some of us still work over the holidays, right? All right, let's move into age 12. Again, we're going to take the top 3 cards to form a hearts pile, the next 3 cards to form a clubs pile, 3 cards for diamonds, and then 3 cards for spades. And again, you'll continue to take 3 cards per pile in order, just as they come, and give 1 set per pile. Set of 3, just like so. And then you're left with 4 cards. The top one goes to hearts, the next one goes to clubs, diamonds, and then spades. Pick up your hearts, clubs on top, diamonds on top, spades go on top in order. Another step, a single card for hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades. Hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades. Until you run out of cards. Just 1 per pile. Did anybody get caught in snowy, blizzardy weather? We had several inches of snow, and just yesterday it was around 60 degrees in Chicago, and it all melted. So it smells like springtime with wet mud and grass. Okay, heart pile, clubs on top, diamonds on top, and then spades. I am curious if anybody got stuck in blizzardy weather, and hoping y'all made it out okay. Now, if I got this right at age 12, I'm going to have a 9 of clubs, and I do. So that will go to our Mercury spot. And then an ace of clubs, 6 of diamonds, 4 of clubs, ace of spades, 9 of spades, and lastly, a 3 of hearts in the Mercury row, Neptune position at age 12. Moving down a row, we're going to come back to Mercury in our Venus position, or Venus row, Mercury column will be an ace of hearts. In the Venus position is the 7 of diamonds. Venus Mars will be 7 of spades. Venus Jupiter, Jack of hearts as always. Venus Saturn at age 12 will be 3 of diamonds, and Venus Uranus will be a Queen of spades, and Venus Neptune will be a 2 of hearts. Moving down to our Mars row in the Mercury spot will be a 10 of diamonds, then a 6 of clubs, King of hearts, 2 of clubs, 4 of hearts, 5 of spades, and an 8 of clubs per usual. Noticing a pattern yet? Moving back down to our Jupiter row, Mercury spot will be a Queen of diamonds, 5 of hearts, King of diamonds, 3 of spades, 10 of clubs, Queen of hearts, and a 10 of spades to finish off that row. Let's move into Saturn, and our Mercury position will be a 6 of spades, then a 7 of hearts, 8 of spades, 9 of diamonds, 9 of hearts, 10 of hearts, and a King of clubs. Moving into our Uranus row in our Mercury spot, we'll find a Jack of diamonds at age 12, then a 3 of clubs, 2 of spades, 2 of diamonds, Queen of clubs, Jack of spades, and a 5 of diamonds. Let's get into our Neptune row here in the Mercury spot. You're going to find a 5 of clubs, 8 of hearts, 7 of clubs, ace of diamonds, 4 of spades, 8 of diamonds, and a 6 of hearts in the Neptune position. Moving up to the crown line in the Mars area, you're going to find 4 of diamonds in the crown line, then the Jack of clubs, and of course the King of spades. Grab your books, flip the page over to age 13. And again, we're going to pick the cards up starting in the Mercury position. You're just going to slide the one to the left right on top until you've picked them all up. All the way to the bottom. Saturn row, Uranus row, Neptune row, and the top to the crown line. All right, age 13, let's do it. Top 3 cards, hearts. The next top 3 cards for clubs. The next top 3 cards for diamonds. The next top 3 cards for spades. Notice I'm not changing the order of these cards. I'm just picking them up as they are from the top of the deck and placing them on the pile without mixing them up. Just make sure you only take 3. I have made several quadration mistakes by putting down 4 cards just because I was going too quickly. Now you'll end up with 4, so you'll put 1 per pile. Picking up hearts, clubs go on top, diamonds on top, and then spades. Do you remember what's next? If you said 1 card per pile, you're catching on. 1 per pile until you run out. Just like so. Okay, pick up your hearts. And then you pick up your clubs and put them on top. Pick up diamonds, put them on top of clubs, and spades on top of diamonds. Now, if I've done this properly, this card will be a 6 of diamonds, and it is. So that will go in my Mercury position. Then the 2 of hearts, 3 of spades, 6 of hearts, 2 of clubs, 6 of spades, and the Queen of clubs will finish off our Mercury row Neptune column. Moving down to the Venus row in the Mercury position, 3 of hearts, 9 of hearts, 8 of hearts, Jack of hearts, Queen of diamonds, 8 of diamonds, and Ace of clubs. Moving down into Mars, Queen of spades, 2 of diamonds, 9 of spades, King of hearts, 10 of spades, 4 of diamonds, and the 8 of clubs. Moving down to Jupiter in the Mercury position, you'll find the 9 of diamonds, 5 of clubs, 7 of spades, Jack of diamonds, 4 of spades, 9 of clubs, and the Queen of hearts. Moving down to Saturn, we're going to find the 2 of clubs in Mercury, Ace of spades will go in Venus, 6 of clubs in Mars, 5 of diamonds in Jupiter, 7 of diamonds in Saturn, 5 of spades in Uranus, and the 8 of spades in the Neptune line, or Neptune column of the Saturn line. Moving into Uranus in the Mercury position is a Jack of clubs, King of diamonds, King of clubs, Ace of diamonds, 10 of diamonds, 10 of clubs, and the 3 of clubs. Finishing off the bottom with our Neptune row in the Mercury position, 4 of clubs. Venus is a 7 of hearts, Mars, Jack of spades, Jupiter, Ace of hearts, Saturn, 4 of hearts, Uranus, 7 of clubs, and the Neptune position of the Neptune line will be 3 of diamonds. Moving back up to the crown line, you're going to find a 5 of hearts in Mars, a 10 of hearts in Jupiter, and King of spades in Saturn. Take your book, flip it over from age 13 to age 14. I think now's time in the program where it's good for a sip of coffee. All right, let's move over to our 6 of diamonds. I think at the end of this, I'm gonna grab a little cocktail and make a toast for New Year's. Maybe you get prepped and have one with me. All right, 6 of diamonds is where we're gonna start. And then each card goes right on top of the pile. I hope that you guys are getting something out of this. If you are learning or this is affecting you spiritually or Any other way, I'd love you to drop a comment so I can learn about how quadration is affecting your studies or how it's affecting your relationship with the card science. I know every time I do this process, I feel a little bit more bonded to the deck. I really can't explain it. So maybe you can put it into words better than I can. All right, let's quadrate for age 14. Take your top 3 cards to make a pile for hearts, the next 3 cards for clubs, the next top 3 cards for diamonds, 3 cards for spades. And again, you're going to dole out 3 cards per pile until you are left with 4 single cards. Think you're catching on already, huh? The pile to the right goes on top of the pile to the left. And then what's next? But 1 single card. So I've quadrated the deck a handful of times. I have a particular deck that I'm fond of that was gifted to me. So I have noticed that, again, it's hard to put into words, but I feel more connected to the science of the cards, and I am starting to notice patterns in the way that the cards lay out. So that's a pretty cool thing. Heart pile, clubs go on top, diamonds, and then spades. Now, if I've done this right for age 14, I should have a 3 of spades right here, and we do. Excellent. So that will go in the Mercury position of the Mercury row. Ace of clubs, Jack of diamonds, 3 of diamonds, King of hearts, 2 of spades, and a 10 of diamonds. Moving down into Venus, Queen of clubs, 7 of diamonds, 7 of hearts, Jack of hearts, 9 of diamonds, 7 of clubs, and 2 of hearts. Moving down to our Mars row, 8 of diamonds, Ace of diamonds, 6 of spades, 9 of spades, Queen of hearts, 5 of hearts, and the 8 of clubs. Moving down into Jupiter, you'll find in the Mercury column a 5 of diamonds, then a 4 of clubs, 8 of hearts, Jack of clubs, 4 of hearts, 6 of diamonds, and a 9 of clubs. Let's move down into our Saturn row. King of clubs, 2 of clubs, 2 of diamonds, 3 of clubs, 9 of hearts, 4 of diamonds, and a 6 of clubs. Moving down into Uranus in the Mercury position, 10 of hearts, 7 of spades, 8 of spades, Ace of hearts, Queen of spades, 4 of spades, and a King of diamonds. Moving down to Neptune in that Mercury position, you're going to find a 6 of hearts, Ace of spades, 10 of clubs, 3 of hearts, 10 of spades, Jack of spades, Queen of diamonds in the Neptune spot at age 14. Up to the crown line, you'll find a 5 of clubs, 5 of spades, and the King of spades. Take your book, flip over to page, or age rather, 15. Starting at the Mercury row, Mercury column, you'll take the card to the left, move a row down, back to the right, the same way you put them down. Are you guys starting to catch on to this process? I hope so. After doing it a few times, it's like riding a bike, right? Okay, and moving up to the crown line. All right. Top 3 cards, hearts. Top 3 cards, clubs. Top 3 cards, diamonds. Top 3 cards, spades. Hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades. When you're quadrating, it's good to be left alone because any little distraction, you can forget which pile you were on or where you were at. So I asked my family to give me a little space when I'm in this process. Any other tips or tricks you have with, whether it be a workspace or things that are helping you quadrate, please drop a comment below so that I can learn and other students can pick up from your experiences as well. Now we're down to the 1 card shuffle. One card per pile till you run out. If there's one thing I've learned through this process, it's that everybody approaches it a different way and has a different perception on what is easy or what works. So that's why I'm asking you to go ahead and drop comments, because my way is not the only way, except when it comes to the shuffling. This isn't my way, it's the way of the cards, and it is the only way to get these grand solar spreads. So that's the only constant. But how you work is something I'm interested in, because it will help me and other students. Okay, all piles on top of each other. Now, if I've done this properly, I'm gonna find a jack of diamonds, and I do. So back to the Mercury spot. Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Moving down to Venus, you got a 10 of diamonds, 9 of hearts, ace of spades, jack of hearts, 5 of diamonds, jack of spades, and an ace of clubs. Moving down to Mars, 7 of clubs, ace of hearts, 2 of spades, 6 of spades, 9 of clubs, 5 of clubs, 8 of clubs, and into Jupiter, 3 of clubs, 6 of hearts, 7 of hearts, 10 of hearts, 10 of spades, 3 of spades, and a 6 of diamonds. Moving down into Saturn, you're going to find an 8 of spades, king of hearts, ace of diamonds, king of diamonds, 7 of diamonds, 5 of hearts, and a 2 of diamonds. Moving down into Uranus row, you're going to find a 5 of spades, 8 of hearts, 6 of clubs, 3 of hearts, 8 of diamonds, 4 of hearts, and a 7 of spades. Last row is Neptune. There we're going to find a 3 of diamonds, 2 of clubs, 4 of spades, queen of clubs, queen of hearts, 10 of clubs, and a 9 of diamonds. Up to the top row into the crown line, 4 of clubs, 4 of diamonds, and a king of spades. Grab your books, flip from age 15 over to age 16. Start in your Mercury position, and the card to the left goes on top. Very good. If it helps to go slower, you can slow the video down. If I'm going too slow for you, you can speed the video up. That's a great thing about YouTube, right? You can make it slower or faster. Hopefully I'm going at a good pace. Let me know if I'm going too quickly or too slowly, and I will adjust for you. Top 3 cards go for hearts. Next, top 3 cards for clubs, top 3 cards for diamonds, and top 3 cards for spades. Again, 3 cards in each pile. Three cards only. Ooh, see how easy to make a mistake? I could have put those in the wrong order, but I think I got them right. 4 cards left, 1 per pile. Say I'm praying I got them right. The pile to the right goes on top of the pile to the left. We'll find out here shortly if I got one of those out of order. Hopefully not. Now we're just back down to our 1 card shuffle. 1 per pile. I don't know if it would be a bad thing if I made a mistake, because then you could see the process of, oops, I've made a mistake. How do I rectify it or reconcile it and go back? So I'm open to making mistakes, because I do make mistakes. All right, let's go ahead and take that hearts pile, put the clubs on top, diamonds on top, and spades. Now, if I've done this correctly, for age 16, I'm going to find a jack of clubs, and we do. Excellent. So that will go in our Mercury position. Mercury Venus is an ace of clubs. Mercury Mars is a 10 of hearts. Mercury Jupiter, 9 of diamonds. Mercury Saturn, 6 of spades. Mercury Uranus will be an 8 of spades, and Mercury Neptune, 8 of diamonds. Let's move down into our Venus row, where you're going to find a queen of spades in the Mercury spot, 7 of diamonds in Venus, 2 of clubs in the Venus row Mars column. Jack of hearts will always be in your Venus row Jupiter column. Venus row Saturn column will be a 3 of clubs. Venus row Uranus position will be a 10 of clubs, and in the Neptune position, 2 of hearts. Moving down to our Mars row, we go over to the right, back to Mercury, where we're gonna find a Jack of Spades, 3 of Hearts, King of Clubs, 2 of Spades, 6 of Diamonds, 4 of Clubs, and an 8 of Clubs, always in the Mars-Neptune position. Moving down into Jupiter in the Mercury spot, King of Diamonds, 3 of Diamonds, Ace of Spades, 5 of Spades, Queen of Hearts, Jack of Diamonds, and a 3 of Spades. Saturn row, starting off with 6 of Clubs, 9 of Spades, Ace of Hearts, 7 of Spades, 9 of Hearts, 5 of Clubs, and an Ace of Diamonds. Let's move down to Uranus in that Mercury spot. You're going to find a 4 of Diamonds, 7 of Hearts, 2 of Diamonds, Queen of Clubs, 7 of Clubs, 10 of Spades, and finishing off with the 8 of Hearts. Moving down into our Neptune line, we're going to find a Queen of Diamonds, King of Hearts, 4 of Hearts, 10 of Diamonds, 9 of Clubs, 4 of Spades, and finishing off Neptune with the 5 of Diamonds at age 16 brings us up to the crown line, where you'll find the 6 of Hearts, the 5 of Hearts, and the King of Spades. Excellent, great job, age 16. Let's flip the book over into age 17. Once again, we'll start with the Mercury position. The card to the left slides over the right. I'm also curious if any of you have gone and done a quadration series yet, or if this is your first one. And are you doing readings? Drop a comment, let me know. Are you already reading for people, or are you in your learning stages? I'd like to know who's watching and where you guys are at. Okay, let's start quadration for age 17. 3 cards for hearts, 3 cards for clubs, 3 cards for diamonds. Careful there, see that one jumped out. And 3 cards for spades. Back to hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades. 3 for each. Excellent. Left with 4 cards, 1 per pile. The card to the pile to the right goes on top of the pile to the left. Okay. And then we have our 1 card shuffle, 1 per pile. Until you run out. Ah, all right. Okay. I know I'm in the right spot because I just saw a peekaboo of the top card. Okay. And it's a 10 of hearts, and that's what it's supposed to be at age 17. So, excellent. Starting in the Mercury position, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Excellent. Then moving down to Venus, you've got an 8 of diamonds, 9 of hearts, King of hearts, Jack of hearts, King of diamonds, 4 of spades, Ace of clubs. Moving down to Mars Mercury, 10 of clubs, Mars Venus, Queen of clubs, Mars 8 of spades, Mars Jupiter, King of clubs, Mars Saturn, 3 of spades, Mars Uranus, 6 of hearts, Mars Neptune, 8 of clubs. Moving down to our Jupiter row, Mercury position will be 7 of spades, Queen of diamonds, 2 of clubs, 4 of diamonds, 9 of clubs, Jack of clubs, and a Jack of diamonds. Moving down to our Saturn row, Mercury position, 2 of diamonds, 6 of spades, 3 of hearts, 8 of hearts, 7 of diamonds, 4 of clubs, and an Ace of hearts. Moving down into Uranus, you're going to find a 5 of hearts, Ace of spades, Ace of diamonds, 10 of diamonds, Jack of spades, Queen of hearts, and a 7 of hearts. Into our last row at the bottom is Neptune. In the Mercury position is a 9 of diamonds, Venus position, 9 of spades, Mars position, 10 of spades, Jupiter position, Queen of spades, Saturn position, 6 of diamonds, Uranus position, 4 of hearts, and Neptune will be a 3 of clubs at age 17, moving up to the crown line, 3 of diamonds, 5 of clubs, and a King of spades. Now, just a reminder, if you're not sure where you're at, you can check the crown line, you can check the 4 corners, the center card, and they should all come out it should all be about right, right? If you can match up those areas. It's good to take a look at the book as you're going to make sure you're on point. Age 18 will be next. So flip your book over. Again, start at that Mercury position and pick up the cards. Until you get to the bottom and then go back up to the crown line. I think you guys are catching on already. I may not even need to tell you this stuff anymore. Just go along with me. I'll still tell you though. It's a great way to learn. It's a great way to memorize the planetary positions. It's a great way to get in touch with your grand solar spreads. So, top 3 cards: hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades. Hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades. 3 for hearts, 3 for clubs, 3 for diamonds, and 3 for spades. Until you're down to just 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, pick up your hearts pile. Clubs go on top, then diamonds, and then spades. Now we're going to do the single card shuffle, 1 per pile, until you run out of cards. Hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades. When I was first learning, this process helped me to memorize the order of the suits because I didn't know. It took me a second to learn this, and then it helped me memorize the order of the planets because I didn't know. So wherever you are in your learning, it's okay. This is a good process to do, even if you know everything in every position memorized. It's still a good idea to quadrate your deck. All right, 5 of spades is going to be your Mercury card at age 18, and that matches up with my Advanced Oracle Workbook, so I'll go ahead and place that down. Next is the Ace of Clubs, 4 of diamonds, 3 of clubs, King of Clubs, 2 of diamonds, and the Jack of Spades. Moving down into the Venus row, 7 of clubs, 7 of diamonds, 9 of spades, Jack of hearts, 7 of spades, 4 of hearts, and the 2 of hearts. Moving into Mars, you'll find the 4 of spades, 10 of diamonds, 6 of clubs, 8 of spades, Jack of diamonds, 3 of diamonds, and the 8 of clubs. Moving into Jupiter, 8 of hearts, 9 of diamonds, King of hearts, 5 of hearts, 6 of diamonds rather, 10 of hearts, and a Jack of clubs. Moving down into Saturn, you'll find an Ace of diamonds, 2 of spades, Queen of clubs, 7 of hearts, 9 of hearts, 6 of hearts, and a 3 of hearts. That's a lot of hearts. All right, let's move down into Uranus with a 5 of clubs, 2 of clubs, Ace of hearts, Queen of spades, 10 of clubs, 9 of clubs, and an Ace of spades. Moving down into the Neptune row, you'll find a 5 of diamonds, 6 of spades, Queen of hearts, 8 of diamonds, 3 of spades, 10 of spades, and in the Neptune position, the King of diamonds, which matches our book. Up at the crown line, Queen of diamonds, 4 of clubs, and a King of spades. Guys, this is our last quadration for this series number 2. So flip over to age 19 and go ahead and pick up your cards one more time. But I need a drink. Excuse me. Alrighty. I'm proud of you guys for showing up, and I'm proud of you guys for sticking with it and learning how to quadrate the deck. Again, please let me know how it's affecting you. I am very curious what this process is or is not doing for you. Okay, this is our last shuffle, guys. Let's take 3 cards for hearts, 3 cards for clubs, 3 cards for diamonds, and 3 cards for spades. And continue to dole out 3 cards per pile. Until you're down to just 4 cards left. Make sure they stay in order. That right there could have messed up my last quadration. All right, and then the card to the right, the pile on the right goes on top of the pile of the left. And then our single card shuffle, one per pile. I'm also curious if you guys are enrolled in any courses or classes, or if this is coming out of straight curiosity. Drop a comment below. Let me know where you're at in terms of where you're living and your involvement in the card science. I'm very curious. Currently, this class is only open to students of the Magi card science, but it will eventually open up to the public. And the last pile. Put them all together. And if I've done this right, I should have a 4 of diamonds, and I do. So that'll go into my Mercury position. Venus will be 2 of hearts. Mars, 5 of hearts. Jupiter, King of diamonds. Saturn, 8 of spades. Uranus, Ace of diamonds. And in the Neptune spot of the Mercury row is a 10 of clubs. Moving down, we'll have the Jack of spades, 9 of hearts, 6 of spades, Jack of hearts, 8 of hearts, 10 of spades, and the Ace of clubs. Moving down to Mars, 4 of hearts, Queen of spades rather, 2 of diamonds, 6 of clubs, Jack of clubs, Queen of diamonds, and the 8 of clubs. Down to Jupiter, 7 of hearts, 5 of diamonds, 9 of spades, 5 of clubs, 3 of spades, 5 of spades, and a 10 of hearts on the end. Moving down a row, back over to our Mercury position, we've got an Ace of hearts, King of clubs, 10 of diamonds, Ace of spades, 7 of diamonds rather, 3 of diamonds, and a Queen of clubs. Excellent. Moving down into our Uranus row, we're going to find a 4 of clubs in the Mercury spot, King of hearts, 3 of hearts, 8 of diamonds, 4 of spades, 6 of diamonds, and a 2 of clubs. Finishing off our Neptune row with a 3 of clubs, 2 of spades, 9 of clubs, 7 of clubs, Jack of diamonds, Queen of hearts, and a 7 of spades. Moving up to our crown line at age 19 is a 9 of diamonds, a 6 of hearts, and a King of spades. Let's go ahead and prep our deck for our next session, and we'll do that by picking up our Mercury card, and then the card to the left is going to slide on top of the card to the right. You're going to move down a row and pick them up the same way we have been through each shuffle, or quadration of the deck, if you will. I am going to go put a little something in my mug here, maybe some Baileys in my coffee, and I'd love to give you guys a little toast for the new year. So maybe you want to go do that and have a toast with me. That's up to you. You don't have to put alcohol in your cup either, but I'm gonna. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop my cards back in their deck box. The top card should be the 4 of diamonds. Mercury spot here at age 19, 4 of diamonds, ending with the King of spades always on the bottom. So I'll go ahead and put this in the deck. I'm gonna grab a drink and see you guys out and wish you a Happy New Year. Well, there you have it, ages 10 through 19 of the Grand Solar Spreads. If you picked up your cards right, your top will be the 4 of diamonds, and the bottom will be the King of spades per usual. Until we meet again, I want to wish you a Happy New Year. So cheers.